Hello and welcome to... That's weird. I guess that makes sense to give it flex. Today, I'm playing Polybridge because it's a very relaxing game. That's kind of cool, actually, to see the idea behind that. Obviously it's set up to be able to do that, but... I'm gonna go back to this because the last few levels here were kind of... This level was pretty annoying. The other two might be fine. But I just find this game to be good, relaxing fun. What? I guess it's generic, okay. It just felt... weirdly generic. I guess the fact that it's wood is a big element here. What's the button? R. Can't bad at centering stuff. Okay, fine. This shouldn't support itself. Okay, I need the grid again. Close that. It's not working. This won't work, but I just want to see if it will fix. Oh, no, the game is just not letting me click buttons. Okay, now I can click. Okay, that's a weird bug of some variety. Expected result. Let's not see how much support is actually needed in various zones. I don't think this will work. Did. So these should be made shorter. G? Yes. I don't think that'll be close. Okay. That almost broke, but it didn't, so it's fine. This whole middle section is a mess. It does not look symmetrical, but I think it is. There's too much support in the middle. These horizontals are pointless. I'm pretty sure. No, it's wiggly, that's why. Okay. I don't think this will be fine, but yeah, it's too wiggly. Even if it works, that's far too wiggly. Excuse me. Excuse me. There's some weird thing in here. This is not going to be structurally sound. Because that's all one point there. surprised that that's the issue. I guess because this isn't being supported enough. And so the force here can't be transferred down there correctly. That'll be the same wobbly? It's not wobbly. Is it because it's a wider base? Is it because I added that and that's why it wasn't wobbly? Yep. I hate that is better. I'm gonna accept my wobbly bridge. Anchors a sway. Oh, yeah, it's a sway because there's no fixed road points on either side. The big issue with that is I don't enjoy starting the roads. Okay. So I should start with, can that transition? I need to support from below. Okay, that's a smooth entry. Which means I just kind of need smooth the roadway across there. Okay, that can be adjusted to there, I think. That's actually a straight line, isn't it? Okay, so that's the road. How heavy is this? This is 8.5. That's not as much as I would have thought. That should support it enough. I'm doubting that ropes will be enough by themselves in this area because, yeah, it needs to actually be solid. And if I added that, it still wouldn't work because that section is weak. I'm very surprised by that one. Like, how is this? Force is applied here, which should... Why doesn't it tilt? Does it actually hold itself against that properly? So if I shifted that down, would it tilt? No. I guess this is actually an anchor point. And it won't... If it can help it, it won't rotate? Yeah, it falls that way, but... Oh no, it's just counterbalanced by its own weight. It's heavy enough on this side that it won't fall there, but if I put a bunch of needless weight, it will fall left. Yes. Okay. I underestimate the weight of the steel. I would have assumed that the steel was not heavy enough to offset the... I should have seen that coming. not heavy enough to offset the ambulance. I can try shifting stuff up to reduce amounts of material used. Yeah. Worse transfer because it's vertical is not being transferred properly. I'm just gonna move on. It's not a very interesting level. It's pretty funny that all I need to secure that is a single rope. More ropes probably could have made it cheaper. So they want me to arc. Probably more aim for here. And then slowly bring it up. And then adjust as necessary. I don't think that will hold itself. Wow, it's a lot of load. Oh, just get the basic outline. Make sure that the road itself works, and then improve. That could probably be made shorter. That could probably go a little taller. That one can't move because it's too stretched. If I bring it all here, I could definitely pull the star up. I don't know if that will count as contact because it's barely there. Okay, perfect, which means that if I just bring all this down, I can have basically a straight road. Which doesn't fit the name, but yeah, okay. I think that's the road. This is a 6 mass. It doesn't look nice. Probably bring that. Down there a bit. Yeah, that sort of transition is smoother. Then I need to figure out why there's ropes. Can a foundation go? Can't. Good. The rope provides options. There's not like a lot of stuff up above to work with. I'm assuming with the length I probably want at least one foundation. Can you direct contact? Oh, you can. Huh. It's expensive. These are 13,000. It's only 900 more per meter. It's like, if I was gonna do this and then like that, it would be cheaper to just direct connect and then work around that maybe. So I think I'll just start with terrible wooden structure. And see how it feels. It's gonna break. That was not good. Wrong button. Ooh, it's not symmetrical if I place it there. Oh, because it's not the same width. Ay. So this is not even going to hold itself up, I bet. Did better than I expected. Still too much force down there. A second foundation would probably be too expensive. I'm surprised by that. So it breaks about here. Force, I guess it's because it's a moment arm. So force here, it wants to rotate to the right. That is getting destroyed because that's what's holding it, preventing the whole thing rotating. I changed this. More expensive. It could be made cheaper, but for the moment. Now it's way stronger than it needs to be. That impact is not great. That force is bad, but it works. To pay attention to. So these could probably be made shorter. That whole section is awful. I could probably make this smoother. And that might help. It doesn't really look much smoother though. A lot of force there. Yeah, that actually was less smooth. Why is that? I mean, it was worse. Always fun when your first initial thing happens to work. And minor adjustments in an attempt to improve it make it significantly worse. I think I should be able to make this shorter. All the forces in the top going horizontal. Here might not be able to switch, but all the force here was horizontal at the top, and I think making it shorter shouldn't negatively impact that. Okay, changing over here is bad. So with that, whole chain back there is the reason. Pretty sure I reverted all the changes. So now it's the exact bridge that worked. Let's see if this works. No, that does have bigger effects than I thought it did. One of these changes makes that over there break because it's barely holding on. It's very shaky. It's like lowering it to that far down became an issue. Yeah, that's not surprising. Move on. Very specific things causing issues. This could definitely be shorter though. I just have to mess with it. That has to be made smoother or something. There has to be a way to do it more smoothly. Cramped quarters. Okay, it's just a restricted space. No under support. Start with this. See if it can drive. It can. Way more of a struggle than I expected. I mean that works. I might as well just get it on the board. So can wood support a caravan? Yes. This is a 10. Not that much heavier. I guess it makes sense it's not much heavier than an ambulance. Because ambulances have a lot of stuff in them to make them very heavy. That's not symmetrical. This shouldn't work. I don't think doing anything underneath as well would be enough. I think it still breaks on top. Ooh, it does almost enough. There's lava or magma. Oh, it broke down there first. Interesting. No, it didn't. It broke there, then there. Huh. Wonder if at this point moving this around will make it more expensive than my first lazy steel solution. Actually, that's not helpful. More than I thought, but it is just heavy. Okay, it was my lowest with the wood. It's just not much better. It's not as much of an improvement as I would want. I don't think this is good. Yeah. I'm surprised though. Why? It should be perfectly symmetrical. The right side has more load than the left side. Yeah, like it's exactly symmetrical. The load should be the same. But for some reason there's more here than there. even before the vehicle gets on. Weird. This is still the low height where this breaks, and then that breaks. This time this didn't break because the transfer force there was better, I guess. If I shift it back up, does that change do enough? Ooh. Let's turn off the grid. See if I can sort of shimmy this. Excuse me. And maybe that will help transfer it better. Ah, but it needs to transfer it differently. Again, it's weird. Oh. Whoops. I selected wood. I meant to select a road. Fair enough that that fell. A lot of load. Is it breaking because the road is not smooth enough somehow? Would it be better if I changed the road somehow? No, because then the road loses some of its own internal transfer. If a better maybe a higher arc on the road would be it looks really close. I wish I could know how much. Obviously it hits 100% of brakes. Wish I could know how much I'm exceeding it by. Break the symmetry, see if that fixes it. I don't know if it being smaller or longer is better. I'm pretty sure smaller. Yeah, that broke sooner. Actually promising, since both of those are just barely a problem. Yeah, looks like there's a slight bump. Yeah, being up is better. So if I bring that further and then make a fresh arc, highest height with wood. Start with those. Which seems like a bad idea. Okay. That will almost certainly not. Okay, it does hold itself up at least. Ooh. I actually had it at about the upper limit for the slope before. Wow. That's unfortunate. Rear wheel drive. Does it indicate... It doesn't indicate front or rear wheel. Which could matter. Feels like the type of thing this game would include. Okay, so this is where it was height-wise. Yeah, it was pretty close to the upper limit. I could mess with that. I can make it taller, but sort of straighter before it turns. I think it's gonna have an issue with the top with this, though. It will probably have a bit of a struggle. Bad idea. I should have just stuck with, or at this point I should just stick with the much simpler just build it out of metal. Because metal is... What? How'd that not connect? Oh. Still don't get it, but... That's just not gonna be friendly. Headspace. I'd have to make sure I go down under it. This is one of the type of levels where you can kind of do weird stuff, can't you? You could do like a weird cable across the top or something. Okay, start with the basics. See if it can fit. No, so it has to be even lower than that. So lower than that, circle. Oh, that circle was part of the dots, so it's not actually usable as a landmark. Okay. That'll be close. Okay, I think that's the road line. I bet there's some goofy stuff you could do. Okay, let's just start from that. Okay. That looks... kind of promising. Except for the fact that it broke. That's not gonna be good enough. Yeah, so once it gets there, it needs some sort of additional... What would that do? Exactly what I was hoping for, is what it will do. Take just enough of the load off. So what can I pare back? There's probably bits in there that can be removed. Actually not sure if that one can be gone. What is going on in the bottom here? Okay, that looks removable. This probably can't be, even if it's not taking much of a load. It probably shakes too much. It doesn't. Okay, that's good. Then I can just do the same on this side. Forward, but I did. Speed is key. That are two separate timelines. A goes there, B goes there. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be a jump at some stage. So I'll start with this just to get a straight line. And somewhere here, it'll need like a, maybe that, and then back down. Where this guy will just ride, but if this guy's fast enough, they will jump. Okay, it's not there, but it is the correct premise. Oh, I can't. They don't let me break the price limit by too much. To get an idea. Yeah. So this section needs to be... Maybe if I ramp it up more, and that's all I need to do. Terrible looking bridge. I want to know if it's just this that I need to change. I can't go much steeper than that though. Okay, perfect. So everything past that needs to be adjusted. All the supports need to go, but the ramp has been designed. This probably doesn't even need to be connected. That probably works. Unless it flips. Because if the truck flips here, or if it's too tall. Good. Still breaks. Which I guess means maybe this needs to be a smoother transition into the jump. But moving this down would make that worse. I'm gonna leave it for now and see if I can get it smoother some other way. That could be enough to smooth it out. Foundations are expensive. They are nearly a third of the entire budget. Left side can probably be relatively weak, where the right side needs to be able to take a bit of an impact so far. I'm not actually surprised that couldn't support itself. It is a lot of force onto one segment. Yeah, I do wonder if I should definitely just put a foundation like here. 13,000, 15,000. I guess let's just do that. See how it chooses to behave. See how much that helps with this being wood instead of steel. I can put ropes over there. I'm skeptical of ropes over there, yeah. Helps a lot there. That might need to be something other than wood though, and it's already over budget. Yeah, okay. The ramp's good. The force didn't seem too extreme. It's a bit clunky on impact. Because yeah, it does, I think, hit its chassis on the road. Oh, I can actually turn it down a little because it overshoots. So maybe now I can cut back on this. Yep, that is better. And the lesser impact benefits by reducing forces. And then this road bit can be changed. I don't even know if I need it there. Too low this time, but it's fairly minor adjustments. Perfect. I'm gonna say that's perfect. So now I just need to make it cheaper. I'm assuming that will be helpful. I'm very skeptical of this one. That's a lot of force there, not a lot for the rest of this. The jump was great. Okay. This whole section on the left is more than I need. I really think the foundation is vital for what this is. I think if I removed it, I don't think I could replace... I don't think it'd be replaceable. Maybe I could do some weird... like put steel in this area, but then that's definitely gonna be expensive. Just to like... tie some ropes there. As expected. Oh, it's even the road that broke. What moment did the the road's under a ton of load right away because of tension or compression? It should be tension because the force here stretching it out, which means that I need more like transfer. trying to shift away from that is a fool's errand. But shifting this to be cheaper. Ooh. I'm amazed that that tiny shift over here was enough to make that break. It's cool to see physics. Ooh. The impact of these seemingly minor adjustments. I've removed wood and it's stronger. No. Why did it... No idea. I'm content. It's probably pretty low. Yep. One foundation, road, and wood. There's a fan boat and that. I wonder where I'm supposed to build the foundation. I wonder how tall the foundation is supposed to be. Probably about there is what it would be aiming for, but that's what they want to be done. It's about the middle. It shouldn't support its own weight, otherwise it would be far too simple. Turn the grid back on. That's not a very good structure. Okay, I think those are mutually exclusive. Terrible. Double terrible. Why? Because I have not enough, I have way too little support on the left. Actually very surprised by that. Maybe this will be better. I'm doubtful of it being better, but to figure out what to do over here. Do like one of these where it leans against that. It did help. Fair enough. It's only that much supporting all the force going that way. And with it being a downward... I'm going to pause it. With it being downwards, all the force... A lot of the force goes this way. Instead of out. It's interesting that that actually does have a collision once the stuff breaks. Maybe I just try making a straight road. Keep it simpler. The double thing is pointless. Yeah, this is not it. Keeping that vertical is better than on an angle. This will almost certainly collapse on its own weight, or under its own weight, and it's over budget. Ah, I'm surprised. It does look like straight road is better. It's gonna break you. But if I cut back on all the wood on top and just put a bit where it's needed, it still feels incredibly over-engineered. Not engineered, over-supported. Because I don't think you can call any of this engineered. I think this inner line is kind of wasteful. I could probably cut half of that. That probably should connect. I was indeed correct. The whole double layer was wasteful. I guarantee a lot of this stuff is wasteful. This might be a problem to remove though, because that's... Okay, it was fine. It was a lot of stress though. And move on. Really? I could just do something like that. I guess, yeah, more, I actually kind of discounted just making a basic thing like that, which I guess was a bit early to assume it wouldn't work. I hate everything about that type of bridge. Any bridge that's designed to shake. I like that one. That was a little better. It's like ultra shaky bridges I hate. That one's shaky. That one shakes a bit, but I like that. Yeah, you can go a lot easier with a lot less wood, a lot less everything if you just skip the foundation. You only need to barely touch it. 9.5 mail van, 5 Jeep. So I think their suggestion is 1 going above, 1 going below. I don't know if I can split them though. I don't have any hydraulics or anything. The mail van should be fine. I'm pretty sure the Jeep will not reach it, but it might. No, it shouldn't. Yeah. Their speeds. The Jeep is slower than the mail van. The Jeep has worse acceleration, tiniest bit better horsepower. That feels weird to me. But I don't know enough about cars. I would just assume that a Jeep would at least be as fast as a mail van. So yeah, both going over is obviously an option. I hate that. Disperse it a bit. I don't really need to test that this will work because I would be shocked if they didn't work somehow. I wonder if there's some sort of weird strategy that somehow fits underneath and gets both. Oh, actually, I should leave the steel here because it's much easier to design for the left side. Pretty sure if the mail van's fine, the Jeep would be fine. That looked like the road, but it wasn't. Okay, it was still that. Would that be enough? Distribute the force a bit. Not enough. Too much. Oh, actually, it's probably because of the angle there. It's probably a very important part. Oh, it's actually less important than I thought. Still looks really like it thumps into the road there, but it doesn't. It is rocking back and forth when it gets to that point. Leaning back here, then leaning forward. It does look like it's kind of jumping. More than it should. Is it just going really fast off of this? making it sort of rock back and forth. That feels like it's gonna break, yes. Looks better there. Still gonna break, I think. Ooh. That's close. That might be fine now. Okay, still feels overdone, but... So. I should try this. Try underneath, then try above, and compare... I have no idea what that was. And compare the two. This is gonna break. Oh, something... Okay, whatever it was that messed with my mouse there. It's like my mouse leaving this application. Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, I don't think I can just do wood. And if I can, it would be some silly non-bridge function. Weak point for no reason, and it breaks. It's not even what broke. I'm surprised by that. I absolutely was gonna guess that the wood broke there. Those all share some of the load. That might not be important. Happy enough with it. So those are both cost $16.29. Yeah, it saves money. And it should be fine. No, it shakes more than I thought. Why did it shake there? Just let me zoom in. I guess I know why it shakes. It's just kind of this has give so it can move around. Well, that's unfortunate. This I think should be fine. Yeah, because they're not vital. Carrying. These can maybe be made shorter. That's all I'm gonna mess with. No more adjustments to that. I like that it looks like a bridge. Big boat. Big boat. This weighs... I guess tow trucks, when they're not towing a truck, are fairly low weight. Feels weird that it's lighter than an ambulance, but that actually is probably very reasonable. Okay, so that's what they want you to do as an initial point. Can it drive? It can. Perfect. Done. Easy level. It doesn't save if I don't let it save. Okay. That's a very generous budget. That's not good. Give us a very low chance of working. But it did. It broke, but it did work. We can add... I'm surprised that connects there. Like, that's weird. If I drew here, I can't draw. I can, but I couldn't draw through. Huh. Can you not do that with wood or something? Because it's never long enough? Oh, you can. Weird. I wonder how that interacts. Does it... If I delete this, does it fall or does it stay in place? It stays in place. Okay. That might be useful in the future. Yeah, this is all max length. There's no movement. The only thing I can adjust is how other things transfer, but I don't think that will fix it because the issue is the... If I swap this, I don't think that will help. I think that will break, but... No, it didn't, because it's distributed better and it all... This force goes into there, where this only has the stuff there. This plus this, well, all this force goes all into there, pretty much. This has some that goes into there, but this one has only the stuff above it, so it's stronger. Okay. Makes sense. I'm happy with my very bridge-like bridge. Like making bridges that look like bridges instead of other stuff. Okay, so there's an island that I guess they want me to do something like build a base off of it. Actually, now I can test. So, if I built steel there, 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 could I use that and trust it to not fall? It does shift, so that does not anchor it. Makes enough sense to me. Probably don't want to go down. I probably want to keep it horizontal there. Okay, there's like weird stuff you can do with that, I bet. That's not far enough. And it's like there. The lack of symmetry might be a problem for balance. Just kind of want to see if that will stay in place or if those will flop. not... It's not 8 nodes, it's 8. Bars. This is not going to even hold itself, I bet. Yep. So let's see. Yeah, it does. It being part of the ground doesn't do anything here. I bet if I put a bunch of weight on the right side, it would still sort of flop. But maybe with that, yeah, it does. It being in the ground doesn't do anything. Still gonna break over here. Does that even help it stay in place? No, yeah. It gets ripped out of the ground. It'd be a fun mechanic. Maybe make it more expensive, but you can actually like bury stuff in the ground so that it's tougher. I guess it's kind of what foundations serve that purpose. It broke itself because this shifts slightly, because this is not stable. Because it's slightly above because I can't place it directly on it, so it falls down first. Which is kind of why this whole support on an island is an obnoxious mechanic. If you were going to build something that was supported like this, you wouldn't have it drop. It would be on the surface. I'm amazed that didn't break. Wow. I mean, this whole area is a mess. Yep. Saw that coming. The moment it started to be stressed. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff in here that can be... That's not going to work because it's going to floop around a bit, I think. This one is actually more solid than I expected. That might be too much, yeah. The force that was going here now all goes that, mostly goes that way, increasing the load here. I have to see if the steel even does anything though. Because it might be doing absolutely nothing, or it could be doing everything. It's doing basically nothing. I think it did change a little bit, but not enough for me to keep it around. Ooh. I wonder if it's a height issue. Yep, okay. I'm happy with that. Under, over. Oh. Oh. Okay. I was thinking curving a bridge under and over, but instead it's just, you know, fairly basic swapping of supports. This is not going to be enough. Transfer there is too aggressive. This will split it between those a bit. So it's still gonna break. Which is not surprising. Expected, because that was poorly designed. No, curving the bridge in the middle only would be a bad idea. Probably. An extra layer like that. Might be helpful. Good. Probably just adjust how these are set up and it would be better. It's probably mostly overkill. Yeah, you can see where all the force goes. A lot of actually, what would this look like if I just removed this? This would have no support and it would all break. I'm okay with that. A limo and a longhorn. Limos are fairly light. And for heavy things, they are fairly light. That's a long map. What is this called? Back to Foundations. Kinda don't like it. You can make some very tall bridges. I wonder if there's any cars in this game that could climb that. Probably not. It's literally vertical. It's basically vertical. Literally is not the right word. Nice vertical ascent. It should be fairly gentle. Too much up is wasteful of the foundations. I'm assuming there's no world where steel by itself supports this in a traditional bridge shape. exactly as expected. And a pain to remove. Okay. I think I aim for 3 of these. This whole thing is 80 meters across. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, you can't copy the height. Lame. This one's just so open that there's definitely a lot of room for optimization. Okay, let's just see. If that, yeah. I wonder if it will require more foundations than I put. Oh, that's terrible. That's way too tall. It's not actually connecting properly. No, it won't need more foundations. It will just need better support. Okay. It probably doesn't need more foundations. I think I start... Maybe I can make a nice... Under here? Oh, I didn't even make the foundations the same height. Or even, like, consider anything about their heights. Probably should have done that. This game has these super minor things that I wish it just didn't do. Okay, this guy is about 6.6 meters. This will not be a good first attempt. But it will establish a better understanding of what I will need to work with. I'm hoping that that should be symmetrical enough. That's not quite right. I don't believe this will work on any level. I think the upper section will struggle to support itself. And these will snap instantly. Not quite instantly, but pretty close. I think doing that sort of down is a very bad idea. But I'm gonna do do it, because if it works, it will be very funny. Yep. I'm surprised that's what broke. Probably because this is not taking much of the load off. Yeah, it's just too much weight. That's what broke first, though. Oh, it's kind of remarkable. I mean, it feels like it's probably a little over-engineered at points. But I don't want to min-max that. That's annoying. It's a lot of... There's a lot of space for improvement there. A3 needs to go there. A1, A3, A2. So simplicity... They go there. They go there. Why couldn't they have made it slightly further apart so it actually could draw the line? And this goes here. That's a 3 segments. This could support the one under it, maybe. I kind of want to establish whether that can work. That's probably too much steel and it's probably overweight. It isn't. Okay, the ropes do work. Until that gets overloaded. That's not going to help much. Okay, so this is definitely... This road is definitely done. I don't think that can be done much cheaper. Yeah, 716. If I replaced it with... Yeah, there's no way that can be done. Oh no, and if I used wood here, it would be hugely cheaper. Maybe not. I'm gonna guess it's breaking. Yeah. 108. Yeah, it's not. If it's cheaper, it's barely. And that wasn't even able to hold itself. Okay. A lot of the weight... This needs to support a lot, so I think that probably should be steel. Figured that was a waste of steel on the right there. Let's see if that's even needed. Okay, I think that solid base in the center might be a little much, but I think it's necessary. But it could be it could be split with some good old-fashioned wood. I don't think that's gonna be enough. No way. Yeah, it's already breaking under the weight. I don't think... No, that will definitely not work. I'm amazed. So that... 95. Saved about 4K. So now I need to adjust all this. So I don't like how that is positioned. I'll live with it. I'm not going to bother. Height-wise, it's pretty good. If I just do exactly what I did with wood instead of steel, how will that treat me? My guess is this will at best be like barely. And I mean, barely is good enough, but my assumption is it's gonna snap. Too much load from the truck. So until the truck gets out of the way, that load there is very high. Okay. This whole upper section looks awful. But that's top 16% somehow. Ooh, that one looks really nice. Oh. Huh? I mean, that doesn't count as a win, does it? Oh, does this one just have it tracked as not lowest budget, doesn't care about actually winning for some reason? I thought, yeah, wins only. Oh, that one's nice. I hate it, but it's kind of neat. Yeah, I hate that so much, but I actually think that's kind of cool. This one's better. It's a more structured teeter-totter thing, except for whatever that is to get that started. Other than that, I think that one's kind of cool. Yeah, whatever delays that I don't like, but... Some of these drawbridge type things are kind of neat. That's so mean. Some of these are cool. This one's better. Like a more proper drawbridge there. It's kind of cool. Most of these are building into that, which is not interesting. And yeah, fairly straightforward here. Using 2 of those instead of a rope. Because that's cheaper, and it really shouldn't be cheaper. But it must be weaker in some way. Like, that has to be weaker than a rope. Anyway, that's fun. Radical Melt Town. Serene Cyclades, Faulty Drive. I'm not going back to Desert Springs because the springs frustrate me. Waste Disposal. I have to push this. Is it a task to push that? No, it's just push it out of the way. And if I have a continuous road, pushing it out of the way will push it here. Fair enough. I'm assuming a straight road here will be problematic. Oh, it scraped more friendly. It was less of a combative scrape on the road than I expected. A little more generous. Just get this started. See how it behaves. Will this roll ahead of it? It will, and it will cause problems. Okay. So was that impact from the object? Yes. It rolling causes it to thump onto the road. I'm just drawing this again. Like, other than some sort of splitting the force, starting with this just to get an idea. there any way to, like, not have it? I don't know, that's gonna roll every time. There's no way you can have it slide the whole way without some sort. I didn't mean to finish that. I want to go back. You'd have to do a lot to keep it from rolling. It might just be down to changing the slope of the road, though. Like, if it's like more like this, I can go with like a relatively gentle. That might be better. Because if it doesn't start rolling, yes, okay. That worked out though. Yeah, if it doesn't start rolling and then it starts pushing it directly, it's a lot better. So delaying the roll is probably for the best. Same thing I did, but with wood instead of that, and see how it goes. Oosh, if it didn't roll there. Which is one of those, like, maybe this is where you just accept that sometimes a bad, illogical bridge is better. So that it doesn't crash into the surface while rolling. That might not help. Looking at this, I don't think I can remove up or lower. I think they're fine how they are. That's spicy, but it's fine. Okay. I'm okay with that. Kind of an interesting thing to worry about. A Vespa. Is it called Vespa? They do. I think Vespa's a brand name. I don't think I want to deal with that. I'm trying to block them from moving. Okay, yeah, they do just turn. I really hate the idea of putting him into there, moving it. That really feels like what they want to see done. Maybe I can, like, dip into the water just a bit. To get under. They won't. Oh, they did let me fill it. Cool. Anyway, the route to there needs to change, but... Then just fill it with steel. Okay, still too tall. I'm assuming I can't go deeper into the water than this. I'm pretty sure I can't do, like... I want to see where that complains, though. Does it complain? Does it complain once the guy's head is underwater? Or when the vehicle is under? Well, the whole thing. So... It might be... It must be when the vehicle itself is underwater. and not... Yeah, it's not just based on where the guy's head is. Fair enough. I assume he doesn't go fast enough to do a jump. Especially not when I can't actually build a jump. Got like a foundation. Nope, no jumps. So I have to deal with this. Is what feels likely. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna do the simplest start. This is not gonna work. There is absolutely no way that middle section's gonna stay up. That snapped instantly. Oh. I think that might be why. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my goodness, his Vespa's terrible. It wouldn't drive up a steep hill. Oh, that's kind of neat. As long as you get into the intended landing point, they actually do... It is shaped so that the wheels will drive it, so it's facing the right way. That's surprising. This whole structure is terrible down here. Oh, I didn't actually fix that. I need stuff. Okay. That doesn't do enough. I need stuff like there. I want to figure out the transition to the second... Because the second one doesn't seem timed very well for what I have. But if I just go up, is that all I need? I would be shocked if this works. Oh. Good enough for me. Other issues, but... Oh, the fact that it at least gets into the second rotator is somehow that works, so... Okay, I need that to be a smoother entry up like here. That was actually the perfect position for that. Cool. That needs to move up. This whole support system needs to be adjusted. How is that gonna work? Because the second foundation is incredibly expensive. I'm pretty sure the foundation itself might not do enough if I do that. That's better than I expected. genuinely surprised that that works. Still breaks, but that's... You know, the wood breaking is its own issue. That can be resolved. Oh, that's actually worse, okay. Oh no, it shifts because of that. Because it's no longer perfectly positioned, I'm gonna have to never mind, it works now. Good. I'm out. I don't like that level, but it's kind of neat. Hanging in the balance. What is this? Is this a cube? Yeah, it's a cube hot air balloon for some reason. Okay. Okay, those are dynamic. What does that even mean in this context? They don't let you just start building in the middle of nowhere. I really wish they did. So, time to figure out what dynamic means. Ah, yes. Weird. Why? Why is the second guy here? Is it to trick you into thinking that it's somehow supporting this, but it's just there to mess with you? I bet there's a solution. I bet the best solution for this is some sort of catapult. Get it on here, launch it across, hit that. Don't worry about logic. This line is rough. I can't delete it, because if I delete it, I have to start again from a different location. Okay, so that's where I want it. For one, it's going to shift. It's going to shift downwards on the right, so I actually need to account for that. There, that's good enough for me. That won't even hold itself up, it will snap in the middle. I want to see what I can mess with. Not surprising. I just want to mess with steel. Just keep the materials simpler. Yep, I saw that coming. I wonder how much weight I'd have to put on this side. Oh, okay. That was probably because of that. No. Why did that work? I guess I can just look at this. and see that that's 4.24, and this is a 5 PG mass, and that on the left will offset the car on the right. And then if I put it further to the left, I can get away with a little bit less, probably. Yep. I could probably get away with even less. I'm happy with that. It's a weird level. Bottom 16 seems about right. Plane goes, then car. What's this gonna do? It's just gonna rotate until it hits the static object, which rotates it about 100 degrees? No, 75 or 80 degrees? So I'm pretty sure it's not just gonna be that. I'm not surprised that didn't support itself, but... Oh, it is actually pretty close to the right angle. Except the car is too fast. Guess I probably want to go from like here to here. Oh, I should not have been surprised by that. Wow, okay. I will actually keep that. Bottom 9%. Excellent. Spiked. This is... What does it do? Oh, it just goes up and down based on the motorized object's rotation, suggesting there's probably some... Yeah, oh, okay. Fixed point. This rotates. As it rotates, it pushes this up and down. I assume that it will break the bridge. It'd be weird if it didn't. Yes, does it break supports? It probably should. It doesn't, because it's an object. And my mouse broke again. So if I just had... Oh, because it's an object, I can build all over it. Interesting. I'm assuming there's no exception to this that lets it... Okay, again, my mouse. I don't know what's wrong with this game right now. Oh, it went underwater, but it went a lot further than I expected. Huh. If it recovers fast enough, is it fine? Okay, yeah, even if it gets back out, it still counts as gone. That seems fair enough. Let me get an idea of how far down it needs to be. I don't even have an idea of where to start, because that's definitely too deep. Let's want to do a weird cable thing. Can it go down to between there and there? You definitely can't get it that deep. Am I supposed to like kind of jump it? Have like a gap in the road? Which feels wrong. It's not how bridges work, but it might be how bridges work in this game. It must be that that's kind of what they want me to do. Let's be strong enough, but okay. That might be too close, I'm not sure. Okay, over support it, see if it works. Nope, that was too close on the left, I think. Might just be too heavy. And that's not going to help with it being too heavy. I do not think this will be supported enough. Because that's going to have the same, yep, issue. Oh, yeah, these don't even have the same... The symmetry is non-existent. Oh, is it because it's hitting? It is, isn't it? Probably need to move the whole thing slightly into the water. Hopefully... I think that was better though. The transition from here to here is an issue. I can move them closer to reduce the jump. Now that I have just a touch more space to work with. That's barely, okay. Still too much impact. Yep, I'm not actually surprised by that. I don't think this will help enough. 1x speed feels so slow now. Let's do this real quick. To at least... That's actually gonna be worse, because it's not actually gonna hit the ground. Oh, it did support itself somehow. The impact is just too strong. Oh, this is not symmetrical at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no symmetry anymore. This is a lost cause. I'm doubtful. Yup. I need a little above. They could probably be made of wood. Maybe the whole thing could be made of wood instead of steel. Yeah, I'm skeptical. Obviously different designs could be made cheaper. I just don't think this idea could use wood instead of steel for that. I'm happy. The weird level. On cost because I can delete that. But that whole thing is gonna sink. If I delete this, does it change anything? Nope. Oh, it's a little lip here. I think I hate this level. Because there's no bridge you can really build that is bridge-like. Yeah, something like that. I think I just don't like that level. The entire premise just doesn't really work for me, outside of maybe if you can tilt it over and use it as a bridge. DeLorean and Longhorn. That will move. This is called Out of Time. DeLoreans are associated with time travel, but I'm assuming this only swings on the bottom. I hate not having steel to test with. Yeah, okay. Simple enough. These levels get more and more. I mean, obviously they have to throw complications in place, but they're not very bridge-like. Oh, I did unlock these. Cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this type of thing. Where it's designed around goofy applications of pavement that doesn't behave like it should, because that's not how pavement works in reality. I think that's enough of this for today. I finished this at least. Made some progress. Not really looking forward to these wacky ones. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to these very wacky ones. But other stuff next week. That's a cool zone. Yep, I'll stop. Have a nice day. There's wheels that you can put on these. Bridges with wheels. That's weird. Have a nice day. That's funny looking. Bye-bye.